Alright everybody, it's Python. Welcome back to another Haikyu Fly High video. Now with the release of the new Hirogami alongside Hoshiumi on JP, I wanted to make a quick video before the next characters are announced, talking about some of the better teams in the future, because these two units, Hoshiumi and Hirogami, are two of the best, maybe the two best SPs in the game, and certainly two of the most versatile units. I mean, Hoshiumi is very much self-explanatory. He's got 4 playstyles. He changes a lot depending on the team's advantage and what the team's playstyle is. And when it comes to Hirogami as well, Hirogami is just a good unit in general, and their bond together helps you whenever you have team advantage, meaning that even if you play him in a power attack or receive team, as long as his bond with Hoshiumi is active, he still contributes to the team despite not really contributing to the playstyle with his traits. So he's still one of the better units to carry if you're not going to play advantage. And because they're so versatile, I did want to go over a couple of teams with them in it, including an extremely versatile team. Now, I talk about these units a lot. First of all, let me put Hoshiumi and Hirogami in the team. Now, I talk about these units a lot, and you know, if you join the streams, if you watch the videos, you know how much I talk about Kenma, Hinata, Kuro, and Tsukishima, right? And look at that. 5 bonds, a whole SP, and you have a quick attack and block playstyle, as well as a receive, because any libero will literally activate receive, right? Because all the liberos are receive, and only receive. They don't have any other playstyle. They only just have receive. That's why receive requires you 1 more to hit the threshold. So you have 3 playstyles with just 6 characters. Quick attack, block, and receive, and you already have 1 character that already has the power attack, meaning that a lot of people that have the power attack URs like Oikawa, Ushijima, maybe Sakusa and Komori as well, can build that team as well with these guys, because I would imagine a lot of people would have the power attack Oikawa and Ushijima, the URs, because of the fact that they came out earlier, right? They were the first, some of the first units to come out. Ushijima was literally the first unit to come out in the game. That's why I'm assuming a lot of people would have them. But even if you don't, this is still incredible. You hit 3 playstyles. You have so many bonds that we've talked about so many times. Again, their bond is really strong. As long as you have the advantage, you gain an extra 15% in main stats, and the winter sports members gain an additional 20. Phenomenal. You're gonna have the advantage 3 times in 3 different playstyles without changing your team at all. Kuro and Tsukishima's bond is really strong. Hinata's bond with the others is really strong, and you have an extra attack with Kenma and Kuro, which is my other thing. The team is extremely balanced. Now, when you look at maybe a power attack team, you kind of have to play two middle block units because you don't really have a power attack blocker apart from Hoshiumi, right? But here you have Hirogami and Kuro with a block ult. You have Tsukishima, who doesn't have an ult, but his if I could scroll here, excuse me. Here we go. If you look at his skill, it's a 300%. Skill 2 is a 300% block, so it's ridiculously high. It's essentially an ult. And you have Hoshiumi as well with a block skill. But that doesn't mean that you have to give up the attack skills. As I said, in power attack teams, usually you have to play some block units in there. And for a very, very strong block team, if you want to go all out for block, sometimes you might miss some attacking, some attack skills. However, here you have an ult with Hoshiumi, an ult with Hinata, an ult with Tsukishima. Hirogami can attack as well, and you have Kenma and Kuro's tag skill. So you have so many block skills, you have so many attack skills, and you have a good amount of receive skills, because again, we're not counting the libero. You can have whatever libero you want. This is incredible. This hits everything. 5 bonds as well, which is incredibly high, and extreme value, because literally just the fact that this is a very, very strong team that hits 3 playstyles is incredible. And also, I feel like this team would be obtainable for some people as long as you've been doing some level of saving, hopefully. However, there are other options and other variations. Now, ideally, on top of this, ideally, for your power attack team, you have just enough spaces to run Ushijima, Iwaizumi, and Oikawa. And you just put them, and I'm gonna make another team with just them, because this is another variation that I want to talk about, because I still feel like these guys are some of the best, probably still the best to go into. Now, of course, you could do the winter trio, and the winter break, and we'll talk about the winter break units in a moment. However, this still has a lot of value, purely for the fact that they go with this, right? Because this hits everything but power attack. If you can add these three to hit power attack, you are so good, and you're so set. And here you can go for Kura or whoever you want to. So you can hit all 4 playstyles if you grab these 3, and power attack could even be your best one because of these 3. However, again, another option you could go for, because these guys are so versatile, especially Hoshimi, but as I said, Hirogami you can carry and everything, is the quick attack with the winter break. Now, the fact that this works so well is because quick attack is, in my opinion, the best playstyle to go all out for, probably. The best playstyle to hit 6. So you can get the 20%, the 25% bonus whenever you do have the advantage over block playstyles. Which, in my opinion, are not as common anymore as they were before. They were kind of one of the most common teams, playstyles, when the changes first came up, but now they're not as common. But still, you can, like, a quick attack, here you could go for somebody like Tsukishima, for example, and you have an option at block as well, at block at 4. So quick attack at 6 and block at 4. So this would not be a bad option as well to go for, especially if you want to lock in on one playstyle and focus in on one playstyle more so than trying to be versatile, but you still get a second playstyle here at 4. Here again, you could go for Tendo. Tendo works really well. He helps the bond out with Ushijima. This is quite good, but again, you don't really have that that versatility that these guys provide. So I mean, ideally you'd go with these guys and these 3. That would be the ideal, but I'm assuming that's a bit too much for a lot of people. However, a lot of people, as I said, would have the UR versions of Oikawa, Ushijima, and maybe Sakusa and Komori, for example. So that would be really nice to have your power attack team as your 4th team, but you still have the advantage whenever you need to whip out the power attack team. Again, you could go for a block team as well. I do think building specific teams, like focusing in on, I mean, you can focus in on your quick attack and you have a block as well, but power attack and receive, you're not doing like anything here. This is why going for specifics like Oikawa, Ushijima, this is why it feels a bit bad going for these, even though they're like some of the best. Same with the twins, right? However, because these guys provide 3, it doesn't feel that bad going for these. But again, even if you're just going for them, they're still really good. And another thing would be block. This, I think, would be a very good block team. I feel like I've talked about this team in particular before, but with the UR, Hoshimi Hirogami, I feel like I've talked about. And I do feel like even if you do have Hoshimi Hirogami, these are ones that you still grab regardless, in my opinion, because not only are they some of the best units individually, like even if you have just one of them, I think it's worth grabbing. Both of them is ideal. They can kind of go into literally every team, every single team. So yeah, this would be a very strong block team. However, you are lacking some attacking skills. You only have Tsukishima and Hoshimi with ults, and you have Hirogami with a skill as well. The other 3 don't have any attack options. But here, I forgot to mention, Kenma also has a dump. So you have so many attacking options, you have so many blocking options. This team is great for all the 3 playstyles that it represents. And just because you play a receive playstyle doesn't mean that your team needs to be receive focused, right? Because the playstyle bonus doesn't apply only to the receive skills like it did before the changes, right? It applies to all the skills you use, your serve skills, your block skills, your I don't know, your set skills, like everything that you use. you get the bonus as long as you have the team advantage, which is why team advantage is so important, especially for getting high scores as well in like club contest, I would imagine, because you get 15% bonus in anything that you do. So I think this team is incredible. This is a team that I would want to grab on one of my backup accounts, to be honest with you, because I don't know if I can on my main. Hopefully I could, but I don't know. I feel like I could, to be fair. But yeah, this is phenomenal. This is the best, like the most value. I don't know if it's the best single team, but this is definitely the most valuable team, because literally 6 units, one team, you don't have to change it. You can just change the playstyle. It's incredible, and a lot of bonds as well. I keep repeating myself. This is phenomenal. I've talked about it a lot before, about these 4, about these 3 specifically, Hinata, Tsukishima, and Kuro. Kenma as well, if you want to get a bit more specific, and his bonds are really good, and he's just a good setter in general. And then Hoshimi, Hirogami just complete the team fully. I only talked about Hoshimi before, but with Hirogami having quick attack, and Hoshimi having quick attack as well, he just completes the team fully, and is so good. And the fact that it gives you 3 is beyond worth it. It's so much value. But yeah, that's it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I will probably do a top 20 JP teams video soon. It's just that I want to give it a bit of time, right? I don't want to do it straight into the new peak challenge ranked month, right? It's kind of new into the month. I kind of want to do it midway through the month, or a bit after that, kind of the 3rd week into the month. I don't want to do it straight away, so please look out for that coming soon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.